Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm trying to get my cards out. I am Psychic Medium Adele Mitchell, and today I'm going to help you figure out what your person of interest thinks about you. I also want to let everybody know that this reading is for everyone who finds this video today. So this is just for those who are viewing this video. All right, we are going to get right into it. And I thank you so much for being here with me today. I have a feeling this is going to be very interesting. Also, think about your person of interest so I can really pull up on the energy of that person. We have a couple of cards here. We have creativity and divine guidance. We're going to begin with creativity. Creativity shows that your person is thinking that they have to be a little bit more creative in how they address you or how they spend time with you. So it looks like you've already voiced your opinion in a sense where you're either dropping hints or you're trying to subliminally tell your person of interest that you want them to be more productive, more active, more motivated, more focused, more creative in how they speak to you, how they treat you, how they plan to be with you. So perhaps you want your person of interest to plan some dates or plan a trip or just plan more time together. Or maybe you just want your person of interest to be more involved in communicating with you in a way that feels like it's kind of a ball game, you know, they say something, you say something, then they say something, kind of like that back and forth vibe. So your person of interest is picking this all up. They're starting to get it. Sometimes it takes people a long time. Sometimes they're right on it. With the divine guidance card, this shows that your intuition is going to be pretty on point. So this kind of solidifies what you may be thinking right now. And if you are thinking that your person of interest is thinking a specific way about you, or things that, you know, they want to say to you, or how they want to interact with you, then you are absolutely on point. This is kind of just saying you're right. You're right on track with what you're thinking that they have going on in their mind about you. And you know, I also think that it would be a really good idea to write down some thoughts that you have in regards to, you know, what's going on in their head right now about you. And that way you can get a really clear, a more clear, precise idea of those thoughts that are happening. And you can telepathically pick up on what your person of interest is saying, or I'm sorry, is thinking about you. Or perhaps saying about you too, because I do see that they are talking about you. Prosperity. Your person of interest would like to have more moolah, more money. They feel a little bit of restraint on their funds right now, and this also pertains to them not being able to take you out or, you know, flourish you with gifts or tap into some type of, you know, event that they know you might want to go to. Your person of interest is really financially having some difficulties right now. So this is something that can be super helpful for you because you can help them manifest more money to come into their life in the near future. And then it'll help the both of you. Okay, and health. Your person of interest does believe that there is a healthy connection between the two of you right now. It looks like they've experienced toxicity before with people that they have connected with in the past, so they are aware of what that looks like when being with someone that's just not for their highest good. And that's actually a really good thing because they've learned from that, and that's what this card is really saying. So your person of interest feels and senses that there is this good, healthy line of connectivity between the two of you right now. You may not always be talking, saying what you have on your mind, and your person of interest may be closed up at times, but that does not mean that they don't feel this really good, optimal, energy between the two of you. Your person of interest is thinking a lot. But that's great because, like I was just saying, they don't always, say all these things to you. And honestly, in a conversation, that's not something somebody would say to another person, especially if you're in the talking phase, like just getting to know each other. You wouldn't be like, I feel like this is really healthy. Like what you and I have, this feels healthy. People don't talk that way, but it's still, they think that way, and it's good to know what those thoughts are. Okay, we have the trust. Yes, your person of interest trusts you. From the moment they met you, they knew that there was something about you that made them feel secure inside of them. So they haven't necessarily doubted you, because I think, with our intuition and our history and our humanness, our human nature, that's kind of how we roll whenever we do meet somebody new. I mean, there's always that, think it through, make sure that, this person's legit. They had that moment, but they're well beyond that now, and they did trust you very, very instantly. They could sense the trust just coming through like an energy force. So when you and your person of interest connected for the first time, they could tell right away that you're somebody who, you're not out to play games. You're not out to, cause havoc or create drama. And that really goes along lines with the health card here, as we were talking about earlier, where, there's no toxicity. So with that, your person of interest has already grown to feel like you are honest and you are legit. And that makes them feel really, really good. So they've been thinking about that lately because they have been thinking about their past too. And all the people that have done them wrong and the things that they've gone through that have frustrated them and stressed them out. And they've been thinking how you don't do that to them and how good that feels. And authenticity. That really goes with what we were just saying with the trust card, but this also rolls into a little bit more information about your person of interest, and that is they know that you're not wearing a mask for them. They know that you're giving them the real you, which is great to know because, sometimes, people will wonder, like, how do they think? How do they view me? How do they see me? How do they think about me? Your person of interest views you as somebody who is very authentic, true to yourself, right? And that's actually created this reflective type of vibration between the two of you because they too can feel like they can share with you, they can be more open with you, they can be honest with you, and you're not gonna, close up on them or have any kind of, result that just comes out not the way they want it to. So right now it looks like you and your person of interest are jiving, you're aligning, things are looking really good for the two of you, and I didn't pick up on anything that your person of interest may be thinking that is, negative or wanting to block you out or anything of that nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. I absolutely love reading for you. Please come back anytime. You're always welcome here, and I wish you a very blessed day.